That's right. It's time. Time for HOS 294, Hospitality Business Development. Welcome, I'm Blake Hallman, your instructor for the semester. You're taking one of my favorite classes, although there's been some trepidation with people taking this class online, and I've recommended that it be taken in lecture form. Last semester was a great example of students signing up for the lecture class, being forced to take the online version, and all making A's with 1B. Not bad. All of them said it was an unreasonable amount of work. It wasn't too hard. It was right between hard and easy. Any questions that seemed hard were answered, and they got it and did a great job. Students with the most trepidation did some of the best work. I've created videos, step-by-step, how to use the software, all the spreadsheets, budgets, pro forma, anything that's not clear is already done for you. You simply understand the concept and then plug in the information that relates to your business. Let's talk a little bit more about this. Front page of the class in D2L has our welcome note, syllabus, course schedule, assignments. Your groups are already made with passwords for software that you'll be using, some data mining resources that you'll need, and conference call instructions. Please make a printed copy of your course schedule and your assignments and grading policy. They're the Bibles by which we'll really operate. Let's look at the course schedule to see what to expect. This is a very straightforward class. There are no tests, no quizzes, no textbook. This is about as straightforward as it gets. 10% of your grade is communicating professionally and efficiently with me. We have 4 article discussions that are pretty straightforward that hopefully will help you in the creation of your business plan. Your LinkedIn page will be updated. Your project is a basic concept and location grade, plus a paper, plus a review with me for a team, and a team member participation grade. I do ask that even if a team member takes half of the project and the other one does the other half, that both of you need to get together to discuss the project in its entirety, so when you meet with me, you'll be able to defend it. I will ask the person who did not work on certain components why decisions were or were not made. If they can't answer that, then they would not get this 20%, which can often fail you. Your team member participation grade is 10% of the grade, and if you'd like to do a class review, you can do that through the Trident Tech course evaluation. So as in my other classes, I have a step-by-step schedule of what to expect. Week 1, please log in and introduce yourself to this discussion tab, which is how I know that you're participating in the class. Again, straightforward. Back to the main page. Let's look at the assignments and grading policy. Very similar to what I've had in the past. I do ask that you use a Word document, not PDF. Put in one document, not multiple documents per Dropbox. Each student in a group must submit work into the Dropbox for it to be graded, so please keep that in mind. I don't accept late work as before, but if you call me and tell me that you're having an issue before the deadline and your team needs more time, I have no issue with that whatsoever. I'll move every deadline in this class back to the last day of class if needed, if that will help you. But we have to have clear lines of communication. Again, very straightforward standards that I've asked in the past. You will have 4 articles that you'll be asked to comment upon. LinkedIn, you should have already done this in your Hospitality 140 class as well as the marketing class. You'll now update it just a little bit. It shouldn't take you more than 10 to 15 minutes to do that. The goal is that we are trying to follow up with what students from the Hospitality 272 externship exit interviews stated. Multiple students have said they want more polish in how they present themselves in the business world. LinkedIn is one of the ways that you do that. your project. Done in groups, primarily groups of 2. Typically, it's been groups of 2 to 3. And interestingly, 100% of the groups of 2 that have worked in groups of 2, as I said in the past, have all said that they prefer to be in the smaller group. The work is very straightforward. It's pretty clear, and if not, I answer it for you. The main benefit is that the communication chain is so much shorter with 2 people versus 3. The bottom line, however, is you've got to make sure that you're communicating and setting up how you communicate, when you communicate within 24 hours, because this is not the group for you, this is not the project for you to be fired from, because starting over on your own is not really realistic. So please keep that in mind. If you have a work or a home obligation that prevents you from communicating on a regular basis, then this is not the semester to take this class. On the flip side, this is a 10-week semester, so you've got a lot more room to work with. So I hope this will work within your time frame. Project is broken into parts. The business concept and location will be confirmed before you start. Then we have the paper broken into 5 different parts. And part 3, where you'll review this project with me. And again, I'll ask for the person who did not work on the marketing, the finance, the leadership to answer those questions. I want to know, I don't want to know what the person who worked on it knows. I want to know what the person who didn't work on it knows. Please make sure you're aware of that. You'll have the team member review, which is straightforward. You're going to put together menu items. You'll use, I recommend that you use not your grandmother's favorite recipe for certain items, but you use recipes from this Active Restaurant software site, because I'm looking for portion size, portion costing, your retail selling price, things that are harder to determine when you're using a family recipe. You'll do part A, cover page, executive summary of just a couple of pages. This is what we're working on. And then you'll confirm with a target market review that there are enough people in that area. We'll talk more about this, but again, it's something that you should have done in the marketing class. Part B is the floor plan and revenue data. You've got a spreadsheet for that, and we'll go over all this in more detail. The 5-year sales forecast, again, the software, Excel software that you used in the software class, once again. Market analysis and advertising plan, you already done this in the marketing class, so this is just a repetition of that in a little bit more detail. Brand image, license, leases, management. I tell you exactly what I'm looking for, and then you'll determine if these licenses are necessary for your business and how much they cost in total. You'll plan to lease, typically not buy. We'll discuss this if needed. But you'll plan to lease your business, and I'd ask what kind of a lease is it? Straight, triple net, monthly, year with rent? Is it rent with a percentage of gross sales? It really depends on where you're located. I would think that downtown, you'd probably have a triple net lease, which is your rent plus the property taxes plus the upkeep of the building, which seems kind of cheesy deal. But if you're located downtown with 4 to 6 million tourists coming into town, that's a lot better of a deal than downtown Somerville or Lincolnville. So the property owners can charge that. Legal structure, tax designation right out of 265 class. Mission, vision statement right out of the 256 class. Financials, break-even analysis, some ratios, some funding. All of these software spreadsheets are already built for you with examples. You simply fill them in. Capital requirements, equipment needs, budget for the year. Software spreadsheets already designed for you with examples. You fill in the information. Section F is the full executive summary, half a page to a page, and all previous parts corrected if needed. Works cited? Boom, straightforward. Again, ask around if you have any questions about this class. Students that have taken it will tell you that it's not unreasonable work, especially in 10 weeks, and especially with the videos, and especially with me being willing to help you every step of the way. If it's not crystal clear, I'll work with you and walk you through it. I hope this helps. I'm looking forward to working with you and know that I'm here and I've got your back.